Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the AAOL Season 4 Division 6 Bronze match. This will now determine who will end up in third place in the Division 6. Here we have two teams. We have on the red team, we have we have Soundscape. Yes, we have Soundscape on the red team, which comprises of Crystal, Water's Edge, Aura, Party 14, Colt's Echo, and on No Ducks Given, which is the blue team, we have Spaceboy, iToddler, Leferia, a bunch of numbers which I cannot pronounce, Acorn, and Muhaha. We're gonna start things off with the match on Lijiang Tower. Specifically, I think this is called Gardens, if I'm not mistaken. Generally within Gardens here, just to give a general brief summary of general team cons, both teams generally run a Pharah for this just because of the potential boops on the bridges, on the bridge side of the maps. And generally, primarily ran Dive. But recently, if you watch the Overwatch League World Cup, more teams are actually running a Reinhardt composition and actually going on the right side with something like Doomfist or Doomfist with Sombra. But we will not be seeing that today. And instead, going for a more traditional dive-based composition, both teams running exactly the same sort of mirror composition with the difference of a Zen compared to the Ana on both teams. Right now we see Water's Edge going in by himself, not actually getting any backup, and Muhaha takes advantage of that and gets the early pick. It's 5v6 right now on the point. If the red team now just backs up, actually, they have a chance to just re-engage onto this because the point has not unlocked. Point has just now unlocked, and I thought that actually got an early pick, got another pick, and Spaceboy follows up with a kill on the Cult. Party 14 versus Cult right now, but the cap goes into the favor of in the favor of No Ducks Given. And percentage is going up right now. Both teams are generally just farming ultimates right now, with the closest, which is currently Spaceboy at 65%. And currently Crystal is going in for a dive onto Spaceboy. Spaceboy, the Anvil is right. No, gets taken up by Crystal, and the fight goes on. 6v5 right now with Water's Edge now backing up back to the point. They currently have control of the point right now, but the Ferreira gets a counter pick onto Echo, and Acorn manages to rest Spaceboy. Now it's the reverse seat. It's a 6v5, and Over gets a counter kill onto iToddler, and still fight on the point right now with percentage still building for No Ducks Given. Right now, we'll see whether or not Soundscape can actually push it on this. If Diva Bomb comes out, is he gonna get anything? No, does not get anything. Instead, here comes the Pulse Bomb, nothing as well. Both teams are just fighting on the point right now, but Colt's currently got the kill on Spaceboy, but iToddler answers back with a kill on the Colts. Over gets a counter kill onto A29, but A29 Bomb manages to kill Water's Edge. Party 14 reses Colts back into the fight, and Acorn does get the res onto the Diva as well. Muhaha D-Max Aura, but Colts gets a massive 2k onto the res. Diva gets the kill onto Muhaha, and Aura gets the kill on Acorn. The Ferrier kills Aura in response, but Colts gets a kill onto the main tank of iToddler right now, and Colts is just cleaning up on that Pharah, and here comes the cap at just over 64%. If you're on the side of, if you're on the blue team's side right now on No Ducks Given, I would say that even though you did lose the point, you are still quite happy on the basis that it's over 64% and you didn't have to use that many ultimates. Currently they have 3 ultimates up, whereas on the side of Soundscape, they have Crystal having that, having the Tracer Pulse Bomb, you have the Primal, but that's about it. You have Echo on the Transcendence coming in, but as I said, that Colts gets an early pick on this Spaceboy right now. They've decided to move in on this. Are they going to get another one? No, Acorn manages to get the rest, but Crystal's Pulse Bomb manages to kill the Mercy, but Leferia counters back with a kill onto Echo. Right now, blue team has no mercy, so it'll be wary for them to try and push it in, considering the fact that red team still has theirs. Right now, yes, they have decided to actually wait for the mercy to come back in. She's back in, and now the fight will continue at over 43%. Currently, iToddler jumps in right now. Is he gonna get the backup he needs? No, gets taken down by Water's Edge. 5v6 right now. Huge anti, getting 2 to 3 people right now. Can they capitalize on this? A293 has been nanoed and has made Echo make that pop their Transcendence. But Water's Edge and Crystal comes back with a kill on both Acorn and the Ferreria. And right now, A29 managed to get the kill onto Echo with the actual Diva Bomb, but to no avail as Red Team continues to hold the point. A lot of ultimates being used right now in that general fight. Already only one, Orla and Party 14 right now, the only two on the side of Red Team that actually has the ultimates up. Whereas the side of Blue Team, you do have the Pharah ultimate as well as Primal Rage. Both teams, aside from that, no one is generally close to the ultimates right now. So it's on the back of Muaha's Pharah Barrage here to actually try and possibly win this point and take it back. This is the final fight right now, and Ithilda can get onto the point to at least try and stall this out if needed. Fight, gunfight, and this way. Blue team rushes to the point right now, and here comes the ultimate. Is it gonna get anything? 829 gets an early pick on the water's edge, but no, Echo actually managed to get the counter kill on Muaha while he botched his Pharah Barrage right now. It's a complete brawl on the point with Ithilda just using his Primal Rage, grouping everyone off, trying to get everyone off the point. It's a fight for overtime right now with red team currently up in the numbers advantage. Crystal going huge with 2 kills onto Space Point and Muaha. Colts counters back. Here comes the D-Mac by Colts. Are they gonna kill the Baby Diva in time before she tries to remax? No, yes, she's still on the point right now. No one's actually giving her attention. Is she gonna die? No. Yes, she finally gets taken out. Acorn, the only one left on that Mercy. Here comes another Pharah Barrage in the short period of time, but gets slept immediately. But no, Space Boy could not get onto the point after the slap, and first round goes to red team. A very good retake by red team and a much better play coming out from them. It seems that they prioritize getting their DPS, both Colts and Crystal, to get one early pick, and then follow it up by a complete dive onto the point, which subsequently won them most of their team fights. And in the final fight, they managed to just turtle up, get the picks, and actually win that fight as well, even though they had a sort of a disadvantage come in with the enemies having, I would say, a faster charging ultimate. But let's move it now. We are now moving on to the next map. Both teams decided to go for a Ryan Zarya sort of composition, but with the blue team running a triple tank barrier in the middle. They're actually running goats now that I've actually noticed their full composition. On the side of red team, they do have the Pharah and the Hanzo right now. Pharah, a very good counter to the actual goat's composition, and Hanzo has the potential with that burst damage to actually make some really big picks. Right now, the goat's comp is just standing still. They're just moving around the point, but as I say that, Muaha actually gets an early kill onto Echo. 6v5 right now, and Echo cannot be rezzed. They're gonna push in on this right now, and here comes a huge charge by Ithilda, getting party 14, but Crystal answers back with 2 kills onto Ithilda. Muaha, and huge fight, 3k for him, killing Space Boy, but Liberia comes back with a kill on the water's edge, and the Colts right now, it's a brawl on the point. Can the Hanzo of Crystal pop out anymore? No, Liberia takes it down, and blue team with the actual goat's composition gets the first cap. Urla also just resets with his or her team, so they can push again as a 6-man roster. Very good play coming out of Crystal there. He managed to actually he actually managed to get 3 picks. Just unfortunate that they could not capitalize on those 3 picks. And now moving on to the next fight, you can see that blue team's actually rotating right behind them. The red team actually did not notice that, but a huge shatter coming out from Water's Edge, hitting 3-4 people. And Colts gets the kill on the Space Boy, but Crystal popping off again, getting the kill on Ithilda. Here comes Colts with the Pharah Barrage, completely unnecessary, but just for good measure, but did not get anyone in that right now. They are on the point, and it's up to blue team right now to try and stall until their tanks come back in, or stall as long as they can. As I say that, 829 gets the counter kill onto Echo, and Water's Edge gets the kill onto the Farrier, and 829 actually gets another kill onto Crystal right now. 1 DPS, one healer down for the side of red team. Water's Edge is close to death, and they managed to actually kill it. But Echo gets a kill onto Space Boy, and Colts gets a kill onto Acorn. But blue team, with that goat's composition and the huge amount of health they have, are just stalling the point and actually managing to win the fight off that huge amount of health pool and Brigitte's general huge burst healing onto a single target. And blue team actually surprisingly gets to continue to hold even after a very good push by red team. Going up to 73% now. This is probably the last fight coming in here, and blue team's going for the same composition. They're actually going trying to flank right now, and here comes a Graviton with a huge shatter, getting 3-4 people right now. Here comes a counter shatter, and Water's Edge and Urla are down on the ground right now. Are they going to capitalize it? Water's Edge goes in for a charge. Is he going to get punished? Yes, he is. It's a 6v5 right now. The Colts comp on the blue team can finish it right now. 829 gets a kill on the Crystal. Party 14 gets a red zone. Water's Edge right now. Colts and Ithilda gets a counter kill on the Echo, and Colts Acorn gets a kill on the Urla, and Colts right now. Water's Edge goes for a trick, gets a kill on the Muaha, but it's all said and done, and the Gold's composition should just be able to roll this right now if they just get the kill. Here comes a bomb, just a remake, and 99%, and there comes the cap. Good comeback, great comeback coming in for the blue team there and managed to hold it in a very, very decisive 100-0 compared to the first one of 99-99, I believe. With both teams 1-1, we are now moving over to control set. With control center, I would just call it. And generally on this map, you generally do see a lot of goats compositions or heavy sort of tank compositions. So I'm guessing the blue team will continue to run that goats composition. Whereas the side of red team, they have opted to switch out Crystal to the Mei. I'm pretty sure she's going to stay. He's gonna stay on that because Mei's walls are very effective against Ghost Cups. Just split the team and focus fire, and that should work. Colts also on the Reaper right now. This is a nod to Team Dallas Fuel, I believe, when they fought off against London Spitfire back in the Overwatch League, and it worked out very effectively against many of these sort of compositions. Here comes the wall up, but did not get anyone actually. In fact, did not get anyone. All 6 members managed to get through, but as I say that, I thought the shield currently running low, and here comes the shield. Here comes the wall, but to no avail. They managed to just walk around it, and LeFerrier gets the first pick onto Water's edge right now as she stands on the balcony on the right side here. And LeFerrier gets another kill onto Echo. It's blue team currently 6-3. As I say, 6-2, and blue team should catch the point. Yes, LeFerrier on that Widow managed to get the early picks, getting 3 kills there, which were very crucial into them actually not staying out of the fight. Colt uses the actual Wraith form.
My ultimate is charged.
Colt uses the actual teleport, but LeFerrier was not in a position to actually punish that Wraith form when he came out of it right now. And I told her currently just standing by the door. Here comes the wall. It's gonna be huge. Oh, but as I say that, a counter shadow manages to put everyone on the red team onto the ground when all things seem bleak. And I told her made a huge play there, securing them that fight with just a single Earth Shatter and red team's over aggressiveness on him without keeping that shield up on the side of Water's edge. Currently position, current tick going up to currently 40%, with blue team currently coming up to a Graviton and having the actual having the Kamehameha. Moha also did use ultimate right now, and here comes the Graviton going in. Are they gonna get huge on this? No. Here comes Echo's actual ultimate. They just delay that to get more health on the side of the blue team, more health on the side of the red team, and blue team currently winning the fight right now. With the points currently, with the count currently ticking up to 63%, 64 right now. Now is red team gonna actually manage to get together right now as Crystal actually getting frozen? But no, Crystal actually threw her ultimate in and actually getting a couple of people. Here comes the Reaper ultimate, getting 2 on A29, and Muaha, here comes another Graviton surge on the side of red team just to clear up the point. Yeah, the charge on the Eye-Toddler, he gets killed. Colt's going after the actual... Nope, he decides not to, as he sees the LeFerrier actually jumps off the edge, and it was a bit of over-aggressiveness coming out of the blue team there. Crystal made a very big play, just throwing the ultimate in, just because blue team was over-aggressive, managed to gain 2, and Colt's Reaper ultimate just cleans up house. Blue team should have noticed that one on the fact that red team has not used the ultimate since then, and they should know this. And moving on to the next fight, you can see blue team currently rotating around top right side, and is this Mei gonna get any value right now? Yes, he manages to get 2. LeFerrier and Muaha currently frozen right now, and here comes the charge, getting the kill on the Eye-Toddler. Crystal gets the counter kill on the Muaha, Water's edge gets the kill on the LeFerrier. Urla cleans up Space Boy, and A29 just jumps off the edge just to reset blue team. Point tick up to 35% compared to the 85 right now. Ultimate's up. It's currently Water's edge, the only one close right now with a Earth Shatter right now, with Eye-Toddler's Earth Shatter coming soon. 92% on his side. Both teams currently have a Rhine Earth Shatter, and that's going to be the deciding factor to see who wins this fight right now in terms of the ultimate war. Everyone else quite a far bit away. But as I said, that Urla managed to actually get the Graviton up. Here comes the Grav, I'm guessing, and here comes the counter Shatter. Right now, A29 gets the kill on the Crystal right now. And here comes the counter Shatter, and it's huge! They get 4 or 5 people, Water's edge going huge on that right heart, and Colt just puts a cherry on top of that kick with a Reaper ultimate, even though it seemed a bit unnecessary. Tick going up to 70% right now. 30% left before this match is over. Both teams are generally quite close to each other in terms of skill right now, but A29 currently has that Graviton right now. This Graviton's gonna have to be huge as they come into the final fight right now. This is their last chance to potentially get the point and give them the win on this map. Point up to 87%. Here comes the wall. Here comes the Graviton. And here comes the counter. Here comes the counter on Echo. And are they managing to fight this? Muhan's actually frozen right now, but she's still has the Inspire up. They're beating Water's Edge to a bare minimum amount of health. Yes, they actually managed to take him down. Here comes Crystal's May ultimate. It's huge. It has 3-4 people. They're all frozen. Pulse takes advantage of this and just tears through the tanks of the blue team. And here comes the final ultimate from Colt, cleaning house. And red team should be able to just clean up and actually win the match. Yes. First round goes over to Soundscape off the back of a very good May ultimate and Reaper combination to seal off the points compared to the blue team's tank play. As you can see in this highlight right now, you can see the effectiveness of May on this actual point. Wall of 3 people, Reinhardt just swings in these small enclosed areas, gets easy charges as they have nowhere to run, and subsequently just wins the point. And now we shall move back into the lobby to see what the next match is. Cabbage actually being subbed in on the side of No Ducks Given for the upcoming match, I presume, as one of their players currently. As one of their players, I think is being subbed out. Yes, I thought this being subbed out in favor of Cabbage right now. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the just break there. Had to get a drink of water. Now we're moving on to an assault escort map, which is Icon Wall. We have a sub coming out for the side of NDG, with iToddler being subbed out for Cabbage in the upcoming match. If you did not know, Soundscape won the last match 2-1. It was a very hotly contested map, coming into 2 of them, with the exception of one, which is a stomp on the side of blue team. But coming back to the match itself, if I had to make an MVP for that particular map, it is going to have to be Crystal on that May. Yes, Colts managed to get huge plays out of that Reaper, but it's all on the back of that May ultimate being able to freeze 3-4 people for him to do that work, to just pump out a lot of damage and get the ultimate consistently enough. Now moving into Icon Wall right now, both teams gonna be setting up, and I'll just give you a brief summary of what generally is run here back in Icon Wall. Icon Wall has seen a number of iterations in terms of composition. When you go back to the first time Icon Wall was actually introduced, you see a lot of Tor Bastion with Orisa and Reinhardt, stuff like that. But now, once Icon Wall has been in the pool for quite a long time now, we have general team comps that have solidified. Generally, on the attacker side, you can choose between a multitude of actual compositions. Goats, quite effective, triple tank, dive also being used, and on the defensive side you can see a potential Orisa actually being played, just because Orisa has the mobility to just move that shield around and provide damage, poke damage at a long distance, which is seen when the attackers try to go through the actual archway coming into the first point. But now coming back to the actual composition that they're running, blue team currently running a basic 2-2-2 with Laferia on that Widowmaker. You saw him last round, he popped off a number of times at control center, and Muaha on that Pharah, a very signature hero for him, and he's doing well. On the side of the red team, you have a dive composition with Crystal instead of playing that Tracer, going for the Sombra right now. Sombra being heavily utilized in this meta right now since the actual rework came in for her, and it seems to be paying off. A lot of teams are now actually running it, even in the Overwatch World Cup just because of that EMP. Very, very powerful ultimate that charges extremely fast if you actually land a number of the shots. Fight comes in right now. Blue team decides to back off back to the point right now, giving the dive some space right now. A bit of a mistake, I feel, as GDS Boy Edge going for a dive right now, but actually gets immediately slapped by Space Cowboy, but Erla picks up the stack and gets the kill. It's a 6v5, and the dive team is currently just diving on everyone else. It's a very managed to actually do anything right now. He's in a fight with Echo, but no. Erla gets a kill on the Cabbage, Colt gets the counter kill on the Acorn, and another kill on the Feria. Waha gets a graceful kill onto Echo while she's about to die, and Erla and Colt cleans up the point. Very fast push coming in from the red team with capping the point in just over 1 minute. 5 minutes 33, moving in to second phase right now, and this will be the deciding factor whether or not red team can actually snowball this into a win. Generally, second point here in what I would consider the streets phase of Icon Wall, a very hard point to actually push the payload through if you're coordinated well enough. Whereas Edge chose a dive composition at the start just so they can transition over to the next map, and Colts gets an early kill on the Feria right now. It's 5v6, and are they going to capitalize on it? Yes, both dive tanks pushing up to the high ground of the actual castle right now, but immediately retreating once they see Muaha on that Feria, just being able to rain down fire. Crystal right now going just invisible, trying to find a flank right now, and Acorn goes in with an actual Mercy ultimate and a Pharah, but Echo manages to actually shut down Muaha's Pharah right there, and Acorn goes in for the rest. Here comes a Dragon Blade, on the side of Colts, and Echo just keeps everyone alive with that Transcendence. Currently, they have another 4 ultimates up. They actually had 6 ultimates in that fight, but only decided to use 2. And managed to win the fight off that right now. Moving into the bridge phase right now, and Colts gets another kill onto Acorn. They could have possibly reset it there, but no. They are now gonna have to wait another 6 to 8 seconds before she's actually back, and they can actually push on this spot. No, Colts is currently sleeping. Are they gonna be able to capitalize on this? Here comes a bomb. He's gonna get anyone. No, the Feria actually gets a counter kill on the Echo. It's a 5v6 right now with the defender side on the blue team being able to actually push in. Cabbage gets nano boosted, and he's going in. He's gonna try and gets a D-Mac onto the side, but no, Colts gets a kill on the Feria. It's a 5v5 right now, and Cabbage is going in. He gets the kill on the party 4v5 right now, and red team decides enough is enough. Once that Mercy did, you might as well back out and reset for the next push. Blue team managed to burn, I think, close to about a minute right there. Colts, the over-aggressive play by Colts going in managed to actually gets punished by the sleep coming out of Space Cowboy there, and gave LaFerry the chance to actually move in and get the kill on the Echo. Now, here comes a very, very good early kill coming on LaFerry on Echo. Party 40 had to use the res there, and they do not have a res coming in for the next fight. She only have a res after 30 seconds. Whether or not they decide to wait, no, they decide to go in. Wazedge botches the jump, and Erla also has to drop back down because he's taking way too much damage right now without the main tank's shield. And the Feria going in right now. He's trying to get another kill on the Echo. Is he gonna get it? No, with the help of Cabbage, yes, he is going to get it. Erla gets a counter kill on Muaha. It's 5v5 on the point right now with the tanks of the blue team actually doing something. But Colt decides to go all Hail Mary, goes in with a Dragon Blade, gets 2 kills onto LaFeria and Space Cowboy. Party 14 gets the res on the Crystal, and right now, red team is currently pushing. Party 14 currently in trouble. Yes, she actually decided to fly in the Crystal, but Crystal ran away, did not protect the Mercy. Mercy gets picked off by Cabbage right there, but Colts gets that counter kill on Muaha while he was standing still and holding. It's anyone's fight right now with red team currently pushing a card. As you can see, Wazedge going in with that ultimate. I think he bit off a bit more than he can chew, but no, he's going after Space Cowboy right now. Is Space Cowboy gonna actually survive? Here comes the Diva Bomb. Is he gonna get anything? No, not gonna get anything, while A29 currently gets nano boosted. Cabbage gets Tribal Rage kill onto Echo, but Wazedge gets a counter kill on Space Boy, and Colts gets a deflect kill onto Muaha. Here comes a hack out. Hacking someone, but A29 actually gets killed on Wazedge, and Acorn gets the rest on Muaha. Party 14 gets the counter rest onto Waterhorse right now. It's anyone's game right now with the advantage going onto the vendor spawn right now, but LaFeria managed to actually kill himself somehow by jumping off the edge. But it's all said and done as A29 manages to get the D-back on Erla, and Erla just resets with the team. Another 2 minutes bought off here for the side of blue team, as they managed to actually hold just before it caps over to second point. No teams currently has any ultimates close right now, so it's gonna be a team gameplay mechanics standpoint to see who gets better. But as I say that, Cabbage gets a counter kill onto gets a early kill onto Crystal right now. 5v6. Are they going to res it? That's the major thing right now, and I don't think they are. No, they're actually backing up right now. Cabbage decides, Cabbage plus blood in the wall, decides to go in, and Lefebvre gets another kill onto Echo right now. Echo being in the position where Lefebvre can consistently manage to kill him continuously. I think that's about the third, fourth time now that he's actually getting killed. And with that early pick onto Crystal, Blue team manages to capitalize on it and buy themselves another minute off the time back. Currently 45 seconds going into this final fight. This is the last chance for Red team to push it on. They have 4 ultimates up right now with Echo and Water's Edge at close to 60%. But Cabbage and Lefebvre can shut it down with the help of Muaha as they have 3 ultimates right now. Currently the Valkyrie is the only defensive ult in play for both teams, for any of the teams right now, and it'll be the most crucial part right now. Here comes the pulse bomb. Yes, it gets a stick onto Echo right now. Space. The whole team of blue teams going in. They smell blood in the water. They're gonna try and stop this push right here, right now. But Crystal gets a kill on Lefebvre. Colts gets a dash into Space Cowboy, and the rest comes in for Echo. Here comes the EMP right now, and Crystal gets a kill on the Cabbage. Wallace Edge decides not to go into fight. Decides to push the cart right now, and a miracle right now as Red team manages to push it. As blue team gonna actually contest this coming into the fast fight, coming into the next fight. Space Cowboy on the Lucio, just trying to stall right now. Managed to get hacked. No, still left. No, gets taken down. Here comes Cabbage right now onto the point. They're just trying to stall. They're gonna actually push it. They're gonna try and stop the turn right there. Bambua gets a huge double kill with the dragon onto Echo and Crystal, but Urla gets a counter kill with her own double kill with the Diva bomb right now. It's anybody's fight. While Cabbage gets a jump kill onto Colts. Party 14 versus Crystal right now. It's blue team's advantage as they have the spawners advantage right now. But Water's Edge gets a kill onto Acorn, and Urla gets a kill on Lefebvre and Muaha. This should be Red team's fight to cap the point right now in overtime. But no, blue team manages to get reinforcements in. A29 gets hacked, and it's going to be subsequently debacked. Is she going to be able to stall long enough for the blue team to get back in? No! And Red team manages to actually cap the point of the play of Urla's huge play of a double Diva bomb and subsequent kills. Crystal right now still continuing on that Sombra, just trying to be annoying right now, just trying to get hacks off and trying to just build that EMP. EMP in the small corner of the third point here is going to be extremely effective if she can get 3-4 people, especially that Lucio from giving the speed boost. Oh, and it seems that Coles decides to go onto the Doom Fist. We're gonna see some punching action into the walls of this castle right now, and Cabbage, decides no punching for you, goes in with the hammer. And here comes the D-bomb. It's gonna get it. It gets another double kill onto both tanks of the blue team. And Party 14 manages to res Colts. Wallace Edge gets a counter kill onto Space Cowboy, and Colts actually manages to get the punch onto the Pharaoh. You don't see that very often in Overwatch. And currently Red team, they're gonna try to cap it with 34 seconds remaining. Here comes a charge out with Cabbage. There he goes somehow. Huge shadow gets 2-3 people. A29 manages to get the kill on the Colts. Urla gets a counter kill on the Pharaoh. It's a 5v5 right now. No, as I say that 4v5 with Cabbage killing Echo right now. Here comes the dragon just to zone people off the cart, and Cabbage is going huge on the right heart, getting both Crystal. And coming in, Wallace Edge gets a kill on the 829. 13 seconds left on the point. Are they gonna actually be able to reset? No, they don't have time right now. And blue team currently just wiped the entire team of red team. Urla actually, no, they did not actually stagger Urla right now. And Cabbage gets a fire strike onto it. Echo, the one left. No, they cannot touch the point. And blue team manages to hold. And blue team manages to hold red team just before the cap on the third point. Very good play coming out in the final moments of that match with Muaha on that Hanzo just using the ultimate, getting actual value out of it by just aiming it at the cart, getting 2-3 people a couple of times, and it paid off. But the red team currently in the hot seat right now. If they to whether or not they can actually win the map, as you can see throughout the entirety of Streets phase, you can see that their coordination and positioning currently is the jeopardizing factor of whether or not they can win this fight. Echo on that Zen got picked off by Lefebvre a number of times whilst he was playing the Tracer, and no one was there to actually help support him. So it's whether or not they can fix these small little issues will decide whether or not they can win this match. Coming into the fight right now, as you can see, Water's Edge and Urla decided to go for the Hog or Risa combination. As I said before, Hog or Risa generally quite favored in this actual match just because of the short distance between
where the Orisa sets up to the cart and the long poke distance that she has to do the damage, just because Orisa does not have any fall-off damage. And the pull with Urla's hook combination, a tried and true combination, as every main tank needs a partner in crime, and that's going to be Roadhog in this matchup. Muaha decides to go on to the Pharah, which is generally also seen, and the Pharah on the Sombra. Sombra not actually seen a defense very often, more of an offensive character, and on the side... Oh, sorry, I was looking at the wrong team, my bad. Blue team decides to go for a basic dive, somewhat mirroring the comp of the red team with Crystal currently on the McCree, yes, on the McCree. And Colts gets an actually early kill onto Muaha. Is Muaha actually going to grab res, or she's going to wait? No, gets res by Acorn right now, and red team is just poking right now. Blue team on that dive, it is possible to run a dive against the Orisa Hog combo, but it is quite hard due to the fact that Orisa has that shift ability. They're gonna have to focus it down very hard, and Urla on that Roadhog has a lot of health. Cabbage managed to get pulled in, he's getting low, he's getting hit, and A29 gets hooked in, he gets defect immediately, and Cabbage just tries to protect him right now. He goes for the jump high, but no, Crystal gets a kill on the Muaha and gets a kill on the Cabbage right now. I'm assuming that blue team is gonna most likely switch off this dive composition for something a bit more sturdy, something like a Reinhardt. Yes, they are switching over to the Reinhardt just because you're not able to run a dive into this right now. But as I say that, Crystal gets a kill onto A29 just because they were trying to stall her just from getting her mech. That should buy another couple seconds off the time bank right now. As you can see, your time is currently going into 2 minutes and 50 seconds into the next fight. A29 decides to switch off. The Diva goes to the Zarya right now, going for a full reset with Space Cowboy, the only one close to an ultimate right now. As I said, that Colts gets another early kill on the Muaha. And that's just repeat what happened in the just before the first fight started, and A1 has to use the rest. That's a very crucial ability that he had to use early, but Colts just uses the actual his actual barrage, gets both tanks, but LeFerrier gets a counter kill onto him, but it's all said and done. The damage is done, and blue team has to reset on this. Party 14 goes for a res on the Colts just because she knows she's gonna have that res close to available just when the next fight starts. Urla's being a sneaky Roadhog right now, into holding on the high ground. Can Colts get another early kill on the Muaha? That's the important factor right here. Is he gonna get another 3 for 3 right now? But as Muaha is currently alone, but no, LeFerrier actually gets a counter kill on the Colts. It's a 6v5 right now. The blue team currently pushing it, but Urla on that flank actually gets a hook on the Space Cowboy, but is not punished. He goes for a whole hawk. He's trying to push everyone out the point. Cabbage actually got nano boosted, but does not do anything. Urla currently gonna die right here because he could not heal, but Colts and Party 14 gets a counter kill. And that's a triple for the red team. Cabbage gets kill on the Echo, but Crystal gets kill on Cabbage and War's Edge, and blue team is pretty stomped at the door of a really good play coming out. Colts getting through the tweet, and the Mercy of Party 14 actually getting a kill there, going all Battle Mercy, showing his best Overwatch League impression right there. With just over 1 minute and 10 seconds left on the clock, this is possibly the last fight coming in for the side of the blue team. They have the Graviton up, they have the Barrage combo ready. It's whether or not they are able to get 3-4 people in this into this graph that will be the deciding factor. Remember, Water's Edge can just shift. And no, Colts gets a kill on the Cabbage, but Muha gets a counter kill on the Colts. 5v5 right now. Akon, yes, going for the res right now, and this is a prime position for a Graviton right now. And he goes for it. He has 3 more people, but no, Echo actually there with the Transcendence. But enough damage pumped into it. It can out-heal the Transcendence, and the blue team currently rolling the red team off those 2 ultimates. And yes, they actually managed to get onto the point with over 30 seconds remaining, and is going to manage to cap it and move on to Street Space. With less time in the bank right now, moving into the crucial Streets phase with just 2 minutes and 50 seconds, it is the red team's opportunity to just try and slow them down. Remember, this Streets phase is a very long and windy road. With approximately, should take, even with 3 people on the card, should take close to about a minute just to even move it without being a contestant. So with the team currently using the dive strategy, if they can continuously just get one pick, and just stall it out, they are going to be able to push this into overtime, and that's going to be the deciding factor. Crystal, yes, as I say that, Crystal gets an early kill on the LeFerrier, and
the rest comes in, but no, Wazet tried to stop that rest, but it was a failure of a jump right there as the rest managed to get off right now. Wazet is deep water right now. Is he gonna get killed? Yes, Cabbage manages to get the punish onto Wazet, and LeFerrier gets a kill on the party 14. Muaha gets a kill on the Crystal, and Cabbage gets a kill on the Colts right now. Blue team off that misplay coming out of red team, going on that over aggression on that early pick right now seems to be their blunder, and they managed to stall out Echo just before he gets back to his team, and the 6 seconds has been wasted. Currently, this card, with the amount of time left remaining, is going to start moving into the bridge phase in a surprisingly fast pace compared to what red team pushed it on. As I say, that LeFerrier gets another kill onto Crystal right now, 5v6 as Cabbage currently just trying to stop it. Party 14 gets the rest on the Crystal, 6v6 right now, and here comes the Mercy ultimate just to keep everyone alive and try to touch the point. LeFerrier gets another counter kill on the Crystal, that's a 2, but Colts goes with huge with a Dragon Blade, gets killed, Wuha kills Cabbage, gets a D-back on 829, and that should solidify the fight in favor of the red team. Blue team going a bit over aggressive there onto the left side of the castle. Pushing in, thinking they spell blood in the wall, but no. Colts with that Dragon Blade cleans up everybody. They're all together. That cleave damage is gonna kill a couple of people, and it managed to be big and gets 3. LeFerrier gets another kill on the Crystal. I think it's 3-1 right now in favor of LeFerrier just bidding him. And currently the fight is on top right now, with LeFerrier just poking on the opposite side of the castle. It's anyone's game right now, with Odds Edge getting the crucial kill onto Acorn. Blue team generally has to reset after this with only 30 seconds left. Here comes the Diva Bomb. Is it gonna get anything? No. But it did force Echo to actually pop trance. But LeFerrier going big, getting both kills on the Colts and the remacking Erla. Cabbage gets a kill on the party 14. Are they gonna do it? No, Odds Edge gets a kill on the Cabbage. 829 gets a counter kill onto Echo, with Wall's Edge and Erla, both tanks ultimates ready up right now. 829 actually managed to kill herself by jumping off the edge by accident after the D-Mac, I suppose. And Acorn managed to get the rest on Cabbage. Cabbage going huge, getting another kill on the party 14, and Wall's Edge gets a counter kill on the LeFerrier. It's anyone's game at this point. Are they managed to get it? Here comes a Diva Bomb. Huge, getting the kill onto Acorn. That's a crucial kill right now. But Cabbage managed to push Wall's Edge off the edge. A bit of a pun intended. And currently, no one's on the card! I think I touched! This was a Z-Knife, but no, Cabbage managed to actually get back with the jump right now. Colts and the red team just trying to stave off the offense of the blue team. They have the spawn advantage. Are they going to be able to actually hold this just before they cap second point? But no, LeFerrier completely uncontested gets the kill on the party 14 and Crystal. Erla, the only one left on that Diva right now, just trying to stall this out. And just before Wall's Edge comes back in, they managed to get the D-Back on the Diva right now. Are they going to be able to kill it? Here comes the Dragon Blade right now. It's going to have to be huge. It's going to get 2, 3, 4 people wanting to stop it. But no, LeFerrier shuts him down immediately with Echo getting the kill on Muaha. And it's still a one fight. Party 14 actually gets the res on Colt right now with the counter res of Acorn onto Muaha. It's still a brawl on the point in the favor of the blue team just because they have spawn. Sorry, in favor of the red team just because they have spawn advantage. But as I said, that Cabbage going huge, gets a kill on Water Edge, gets a kill on Echo, LeFerrier gets a kill on the Crystal, blue team's doing it, they're gonna hold it right now, Colts gets a kill on Cabbage, but Party 14 falls off the edge, LeFerrier gets a counter kill on the Colts, here comes the Diva Bomb, it's gonna have to be huge for the red team, it gets 2, but no, is it gonna cap? Cap comes in for the red team as Wall's Edge just switches over to the Hammond just to reset with the team. A tremendous fight coming up for the blue team there, everything was on the line in that fight, and they are going to be able to push it into the third and final phase with just over 1 minute 12 seconds. This is probably going to be the last fight. LeFerrier decides to jump off the edge on that Widow and decides to reset with the team, but it seems that no one told Cabbage the plan, and he's going to get subsequently killed as no one was with him right now. With over 60 seconds, with over just 1 minute, with 1 minute remaining, this is going to be the last push, right? This is going to be the last push for blue team right now. It's all come down to this. Space Cowboy is the only one left with that Lucio Sound Barrier ultimate, but Colts has that Dragon Blade, and Party 14 has that Valkyrie up. It's gonna be a hard fight for the side of the blue team, but it is going to be the fight that they are going to have to win if they wish to win this one. Here comes the Dragon Blade right now, and here comes the counter. Here comes the counter Lucio ult just to keep everyone topped up right now. Wall's Edge goes for a charge on the Cabbage right now. There's 2 Reinhardts fighting on the side there, but Wall's Edge gets a kill on them. Currently it's a 6v5. Both teams has no main tank. But Spacebar Cowboy goes for a boop. He gets it. And 829 gets a kill on the Crystal. Colts gets a counter dash kill reset onto 829. It's a brawl right now in favor
of red team as they continuously hold the point, stopping blue team from actually pushing. Here comes Echo's Transcendence, just trying to stop it right now. Are they going to be able to punish Coles, who's a bit too deep in the backline? No, he manages to get out with the help of the bubble. And here comes the ultimate. The Barrier gets a kill on the Coles right now, but Acorn with the Kamehameha, just trying to keep everyone alive. But a huge play coming out of Water's Edge. That's a 4-5-man Earthshot, and that's what all she wrote. That should solidify for red team to actually push, to actually hold, and they actually did it. A huge play coming out of Water's Edge right there, getting a huge 4-5-man Earthshatter to give Soundscape the second win in this bronze finals. Currently up 2-0.
Play of the game.
This is not the end.
Huge shadow coming out of Water's Edge. Right there, sets up on the Genji Dragonblade to just clean up the point. As you can see, and Soundscape, as I said previously, currently up 2-0 in this best of 5 series. Is NDG going to be able to make the comeback that they need? They're going to need to do the reverse sweep. They're going to need to go onto the high road right now, and you can see 3 subs coming in. Or did they think that this is just a best of 3? Well, it seems that they decided to, and it seems that NDG decides to call it GG, and SCP wins the match. Is this supposed to be best of 2 or best of 2? I'm pretty sure it's best of 5. I thought it was best of 5. Apologies. I guess it was a best of 3, and SCP manages to take it out in the end with 2-0. And if I would say MVP for this particular team, it's going to have to be a toss-up between the DPS of Crystal and Coles. Both of them proved that they are individually better than their counterparts on the enemy team in terms of mirror heroes and counter pick heroes. But if I had to choose one, I'm still going to have to go with Crystal as that MVP for the side of SCP. Alright, thank you everyone for joining me in this final bronze match for the Division 6. And this is Blackburn. The main tank for one of the Division 3 teams. And this is Pinky. Signing off, and thank you very much for watching.